You may believe that reaching 100 years old while once battling cancer is impossible. But the truth is that a Japanese doctor has done exactly that. And her story reveals urgent lessons every senior must hear. At an age when most people are fragile or dependent, she still wears her white coat, still smiles gently, and still turns the pages of medical records with clarity of mind and strength of body. What makes this story shocking is not only that she survived cancer, but that she continued working tirelessly, caring for patients for nearly 8 decades, while keeping her brain sharp and her spirit alive. Many seniors think decline is inevitable, that memory loss, fatigue, and weakness are just normal parts of aging. Yet her life proves that powerful habits can rewrite the script of aging. In this video, I will walk you through 5 secrets hidden in her daily routine. Secrets that nourished her heart, protected her brain, and gave her energy and independence long after most would have given up. These are not complicated medical procedures or expensive supplements, but simple practices rooted in diet, mental exercise, passion, and community connection. Before we dive in, if you have not subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. And I would love to hear from you as we go along. So if you find this inspiring, type 1 in the comments, and if not, type 0 to let me know how I can make this content more helpful. What you are about to discover may not only change how you view aging, it may very well extend your own life or the life of someone you love. 1. The vegetable shield that quietly protects the heart and brain. The first secret that allowed this remarkable Japanese doctor to live beyond 100 years, even after facing cancer, is what I call the vegetable shield. She did not rely on exotic supplements or miracle pills. Instead, she filled her plate with spinach, broccoli, cabbage, and okra. You may think vegetables are too simple to matter, but the truth is that these greens create a powerful defense inside the body. Spinach and broccoli provide folate and vitamin K, which help blood vessels stay flexible and prevent dangerous clots from forming in the brain. Cabbage and okra are loaded with soluble fiber, which lowers harmful cholesterol, keeping the arteries to the heart and brain open and strong. For seniors, this shield is vital because as we age, our vessels naturally stiffen and become vulnerable to blockages. Without enough vegetables, blood sugar climbs higher, blood pressure rises, and silent damage spreads day after day. You might notice it as blurred vision after meals, sudden fatigue, or swelling in the legs. These are not just inconveniences. They are early whispers of vascular stress. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition shows that seniors who eat at least 5 servings of leafy vegetables per day reduce their risk of stroke by nearly 30% compared to those who rarely eat them. Another study in Circulation linked diets rich in cruciferous vegetables like cabbage and broccoli to a lower incidence of heart disease in women over 70. This Japanese doctor lived by that truth. She insisted on vegetables at every meal, keeping her blood sugar low, her weight stable, and her mind clear. What makes this habit even more powerful is its simplicity. Anyone, at any age, can begin today. Start by adding a handful of spinach to your breakfast. Enjoy steamed broccoli at lunch, and replace sugary snacks with crunchy cucumber or okra. If you think vegetables are boring, remember they are the medicine your body is begging for, delivered in the most natural way. If this surprises you, wait until you hear about the next secret. which has nothing to do with food, but everything to do with keeping your memory alive well into your later years. 2. The mental workout that fights memory loss. The second secret that allowed this Japanese doctor to remain sharp, independent, and full of life at 100 is what I call the mental workout. Many seniors believe that keeping the body active is enough. But the truth is, the brain is a muscle of its own kind, and it needs exercise every single day. This doctor set aside 1 to 2 hours daily to solve number puzzles and logical games, not because she wanted entertainment, but because she understood the biology of brain aging. As we grow older, the connections between neurons weaken, and the risk of dementia and memory loss rises dramatically. Without stimulation, the brain begins to atrophy, just like a muscle left unused. The early signs may feel subtle: forgetting where you placed your keys, struggling to recall names, or losing focus halfway through a conversation. Many dismiss these as harmless, but research shows they are the earliest red flags of cognitive decline. A study from the journal Neurology found that seniors who engage in regular problem-solving activities reduce their risk of Alzheimer's disease by up to 40%. Another study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry showed that even simple mental challenges, like crosswords or number puzzles, can slow memory loss, equivalent to adding years of protection to the brain. This Japanese doctor treated her brain as seriously as she treated her body. She never accepted mental stagnation as part of aging. By working through puzzles and reading medical literature, even in her 90s, she forced her neurons to fire, to adapt, and to stay resilient. You do not have to be a doctor to copy her practice. You can begin with small steps. Set aside 20 minutes each day to read something new, challenge yourself with a puzzle, or learn a skill you have never tried before. The key is consistency. Every time you challenge your mind, you strengthen pathways that protect memory, decision-making, and focus. Imagine the difference between two 80-year-olds. One who spends every day passively watching television, and another who spends 20 minutes stimulating their brain. One slowly slips into confusion. The other continues to manage their life independently. Which would you rather be? The lesson here is clear. Mental exercise is not a luxury. It is survival for the aging brain. If this insight opened your eyes, wait until you discover the third secret, where passion and joy themselves become a form of medicine stronger than any prescription pill. 3. The power of passion that heals beyond medicine. The third secret this Japanese doctor revealed is something most people overlook. Yet it may be the most powerful of all. At the age of 70 months, when many had already retired and slowed down, she decided to learn the piano. She did not just practice alone. She performed with younger musicians, filling her later years with music, laughter, and connection. You may think hobbies are just for entertainment, but the truth is, passion is a form of therapy that rewires both brain and body. Science confirms it. When you immerse yourself in something you love, whether it is music, painting, gardening, or even cooking, your brain releases dopamine and endorphins. These chemicals lower stress hormones like cortisol, protect your heart from the damage of chronic tension, and improve immune function. Seniors who nurture a passion live longer, not because the hobby itself has magic, but because it reduces the silent killers of modern life: stress, isolation, and depression. Imagine two seniors at the same age. One spends each evening alone, dwelling on worries, while the other practices a song on the piano, feeling joy with every note The difference is profound. The first senior may feel heaviness in the chest, headaches, or restless sleep. The second enjoys better blood pressure, calmer mood, and a sharper memory. Research published in the Journal of Aging and Health found that seniors engaged in meaningful leisure activities had a 30% lower risk of depression and reported higher life satisfaction. Another study from the International Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry revealed that those with creative hobbies maintained better cognitive function even in advanced age. This Japanese doctor's passion for piano was not just about music. It was a prescription she wrote for herself, one that allowed her to keep her spirit youthful while her body aged. Her story proves that it is never too late to begin. You might think learning something new at 70, 80, or even 90 is impossible. But the truth is, the brain remains plastic, able to adapt until the very end. By starting a new passion today, you may add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Do not underestimate this medicine. Passion is as essential as food, as vital as exercise, and as healing as any therapy. If this surprised you, wait until you hear the fourth secret, which shows why community and connection are as critical as diet and exercise in the fight against aging. 4. The community connection that extends life. The fourth secret that explains why this Japanese doctor not only reached 100, but continued to thrive, is her deep connection with community. Even after her husband passed away, she did not retreat into loneliness. She lived beside her hospital, cared for patients 3 days a week, and stayed in constant contact with her colleagues, her family, and her neighbors. You may think independence means living alone in silence, but the truth is, isolation quietly destroys health. Seniors who withdraw from social life face higher risks of heart disease, memory decline, and even premature death. Studies show that chronic loneliness raises stress hormones, increases inflammation, and weakens the immune system in ways as damaging as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. The signs may appear slowly, like trouble sleeping, frequent colds, or feelings of fatigue that never lift. These are not random symptoms. They are the toll of disconnection. A large study from the journal PLOS Medicine found that older adults with strong social ties lived an average of 7 years longer than those who were socially isolated. Another study in the Journal of the American Heart Association revealed that loneliness increases the risk of stroke and heart attack by nearly 30%. This Japanese doctor's life shows the opposite path. By remaining active in her hospital, speaking daily with patients, and contributing her expertise, she nourished her own health while serving others. Her family supported her, but she also gave back to them, creating a cycle of care that strengthened everyone. You do not have to be a doctor to build such bonds. You can begin by reconnecting with an old friend, joining a group activity, or volunteering in your community. Even small acts, like a daily phone call or sharing meals, protect both mind and body. Imagine how your mood lifts after laughing with a friend compared to spending the evening in silence. That lift is not just emotional. It lowers blood pressure, calms the nervous system, and reduces the inflammation that drives aging. The lesson is clear. Aging alone accelerates decline, while aging together builds resilience. If this opened your eyes, wait until you discover the fifth secret, where discipline and daily routines create a shield against both disease and despair. 5. The daily discipline that keeps the body and spirit alive. The fifth secret that carried this Japanese doctor through 1 century of life, even after surviving cancer, is daily discipline. While many people slow down after retirement, she chose a different path. She continued to work 3 days a week at her hospital, reviewed medical literature to stay updated, and followed a steady rhythm that gave her body and mind purpose. You may think discipline is restrictive, but the truth is, it creates stability that protects health in ways medicine cannot. Without discipline, days blur into inactivity. Meals become irregular, and sleep turns restless. These small disruptions quietly erode the heart, the brain, and the immune system. Seniors without routine often feel chronic fatigue, lose appetite, or struggle with anxiety at night. A study in the journal Sleep Health found that older adults with irregular daily routines had higher risks of cardiovascular disease and cognitive decline. Another report in JAMA Psychiatry showed that consistent schedules in eating, working, and resting were linked to better mood and lower depression rates in seniors. This Japanese doctor lived by that science before it was even widely discussed. Her meals were balanced and predictable, filled with vegetables, grains, and lean protein. Her days included structured work that kept her mind engaged, followed by rest that allowed her body to recover. Even her leisure activities, like playing piano, were built into her schedule with the same seriousness as her professional duties. That rhythm trained her body to expect activity, nourishment, and rest at reliable times, which strengthened her circadian rhythm, stabilized her hormones, and optimized her energy. The deeper truth is that discipline is not about strict rules. It is about creating habits that free you from chaos. When you know what you will eat, when you will move, and how you will rest, your body spends less energy fighting stress and more energy healing. Imagine two seniors. One drifts through each day without plan, skipping meals and staying up past midnight. The other follows a calm routine with regular meals, light exercise, and scheduled rest. The first feels drained and anxious. The second feels steady, capable, and confident. Which one are you becoming? The life of this Japanese doctor proves that discipline is the quiet foundation under every other secret. The framework that holds diet, mental exercise, passion, and community together. Without it, the other habits collapse. With it, they thrive. This is the final lesson, but not the end. The message is clear. Your body still remembers how to heal. Your brain still hungers for challenge. And your heart still responds to love and rhythm. Share this story with someone you care about, because it is never too late to change. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let us support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1. If not, comment 0. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another life-saving tip. Conclusion: living proof that longevity is within reach. The story of this Japanese doctor is not just about one extraordinary woman reaching 100 years of age. It is a roadmap for every senior who wonders if it is too late to reclaim health. She faced cancer, exhaustion, and loss. Yet she continued to practice medicine, continued to learn, and continued to love life. Her 5 secrets form a chain of protection: vegetables to shield the body, mental workouts to defend memory, passion to heal the spirit, community to strengthen resilience, and discipline to hold everything together. You may think your own situation is different, that you cannot start new habits at 60 time, 70, or even 80 night. The truth is that the human body carries an incredible ability to recover at any age. Your arteries can relax, your brain can form new connections, and your heart can regain strength when given the right environment. Science confirms this. Studies on seniors show that lifestyle changes begun later in life still reduce risks of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Even walking just 15 minutes daily lowers blood pressure, while learning a new skill activates dormant brain circuits. The key is not perfection but persistence. Every small step compounds into larger protection. The tragedy I see too often as a doctor is seniors who wait until crisis strikes before taking action. They wait for a diagnosis, a hospital visit, or a collapse before changing course. But the success of this Japanese doctor shows the opposite. Prevention is the most powerful medicine. When you act early, when you stay consistent, you gain not only years but also independence, clarity, and joy. Imagine yourself decades from now, still walking without help, still laughing with family, still remembering names and stories. That vision is possible if you choose it today. Your body still remembers how to heal. Your mind still longs for stimulation. Your spirit still responds to passion and love. Share this video with someone you care about, because one small change in their life may save years of health. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let us support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1. If not, comment 0. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another tip that could save your brain, your heart, and your future.